these operations they have, these sexual blackmail operations that they have going. Um,
That's where you're going
they're
with the
everywhere.
podcast right away.
Yeah, you gotta
Bro.
locked in, bro. We're locked in, bro. These operations they do, they're everywhere, and they've been happening a long time. And they take so many different forms. Like this Epstein style thing happened in D.C., happened in uh, Omaha, Nebraska, with like the Franklin scandal, and then over to D.C. with forget that gay guy's name. But then you got Epstein. Like he started this thing in the 70s and got caught in 2019,
Bro.
and now there's this awakening element where, 5 years removed, now there's another one and very similar. I mean, his whole house is rigged with, surveillance equipment.
Let's back up here.
uh
Let's
to
let's back up and give some context here, bro. We went from Zin pouches and command strips into the deepest topic, bro. Let's back up a bit here. So I got pulled up here. Obviously, everyone knows what happened with Diddy, but um, let's start. You know, let's start off. Let's back up, bro, in your explanation a little bit. You went
well, I
deep
mean,
very quickly.
this is old news, so that's why I'm kind of going through it pretty quick. I mean, we're covering a story that's already been told for the most part. I mean,
No,
I
that's
think
true. That's
most
true.
people have the puzzle pieces connected here. It's an Epstein thing. It's a, sexual blackmail operation, and
Yes. Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. I mean, people know now. The most of the public can, I would hope, be able to be like, oh, this sounds like Epstein, and that's enough. Like that's a good sign to me that
Yeah.
an average person can do that.
No,
But
I
it's
mean
it's
people are noticing, man. I mean, I hear it all around me. I feel like whether it's social media in comments and or whatever, or just people in at work, just listening to people talk at work, people are noticing this was a hot button issue at work at the place I work for some reason. People were bringing it up a lot, talking about it. It was very interesting to hear them talk about it because when talking about Epstein or something else, it's very taboo. People, I mean, it's all true. It's all true. It's obviously all true, but people almost don't want to accept that it's real. Don't want to accept that it's true. Um, but this P Diddy thing has definitely seemed to open a different group's eyes of people who didn't want to accept the Epstein whole thing. Seem to be drawn to this Diddy thing, and maybe it's a celebrity or something, but it's definitely doing something to kind of open the eyes, open the minds of people who might not think this way, might not really care about this type of schizo shit that is too crazy to believe, but is true. Um, but I think this is a definitely one of the best examples of what we see going on with the Great Awakening, with people kind of realizing the past 10 years um, of the gaslighting, the lying, the narrative have not gone well. Um, what else do you have to add to this, bro?
the scope of it is crazy because this one, they were very close to like naming names. I mean, Diddy put out that TikTok where he was just with his kid, just like naming names.
Right, right,
I don't
yep.
know what that he was implying with that, but like a lot of these lawsuits he settled pretty quickly, um, and he hasn't died yet. That's interesting. They killed Epstein pretty quick.
Well, let's kind of
Uh,
talk
but
about why we see it as something deeper, something emblematic of a deeper issue going on in the world, in those who have power. Um, and that is exactly that fact that you're getting at about the fact that he's still alive, the fact that nothing's happened to him. but kind of talk specifically about what you think, what's going on with this raid that was conducted, and how he wasn't there, the hidden cameras in his house. What does this all add up to in your mind?
Well, it's I mean exactly like Epstein and the incident in DC. I'm trying to find the guy's name in this fucking book here. Um, Written by Nick Bryant. Uh, I mean the guy who ran the escort, Henry Vinson, but like some like spooky wannabe CIA guy who became an asset for the CIA, like hijacked this dude's gay escort service to start using blackmail on politicians and all sorts of people. But with Diddy, the entertainment industry element is interesting. I mean, we all know. I mean, I think a lot of normal people know that Hollywood people are like sex addicted, drug addict freaks. And now there's like proof. I mean, that man right there on your screen has video evidence of them being freaks in a freak off. I mean, he called them freak offs, bro. Like, there's something really fucked up.
That is fucked.
It, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
Okay, this is a tangent, right? But I was watching today I like to watch live TV on Hulu. I like to watch the news, the local news. I like to watch random fucking sports. I was watching Olympic tryouts today, and it was men's diving tryouts. And there's this guy who's like the fucking phenom of men's diving. You can tell. He just has that aura. He has that sense about him. He dominated the competition. And the announcer said during it, "Oh, this guy was at Elton John's birthday party or some kind of fucking party, and he's correlated with Elton John." And I mean, all I could think was Diddy, this strapping young man in tight briefs diving off a board, was at none other than Elton John's house. Very strange. This shit is rampant. This shit is all over. People don't realize it's not a black pill. We're not here to black pill you. This show is not a black pill. This show will drop red pills, but this show is a white pill. This show is about winning. We're entering the age of winning. We're starting this show in the age of winning. That's what it's all about. And the thing to realize about all of this, Epstein, the P-Diddy, how rampant it is, the diver off the board in Olympic tryouts, it is fucked. It's disgusting. It's Satanism. It's the purest form of evil I could think of. But the white pill in it all is that this was the in the farthest reaches of conspiracy land 5 to 10 years ago. And it wasn't until Epstein came around that it was kind of accepted more, legitimized, known more in the mainstream by average people. And I feel like it's not now until P. Diddy, some things about like Nickelodeon, Disney, all this kind of shit is coming out that people are really starting to get it. And the types of people I hear talking about it are not the chronically online schizos like Fisher and I. They're just normal people, and they're starting to get it. So the white pill in this all, at the end of the day, is that people are starting to wake up. And this kind of correlates with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, if you want to go into that. But if you want to keep talking about Diddy, if you got more to say on this, I know I've cut you off a couple of times. We can keep talking about this. So what are you thinking?
It's good. I like where you went with it because yeah, the idea of the show is not to bum people out. Like I think by talking about them in these like visceral ways,
Yeah,
it shows that they're the losers, they're the freaks.
it's the truth.
Yeah, they're very wealthy and famous, but they're fucking weirdos. They can't operate normally unless they have like wild sex parties, and it's freaky, it's gay, it's satanic,
You don't get in
and
unless you
it's hard.
participate. That's really how I see it. You don't get in
Yeah.
unless you participate.
I can go on a tangent about rituals and magic with that, but I don't think I will.